Just ahead on this edition of the Newsfeed, see how Virginia Tech students and Blacksburg residents honor a fallen officer.
Plus, take an inside look at the athletic department's newest project.
And see how a local drive-in theater ends their summer season. Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Cameron Austin.
And I'm Megan Amron. The Virginia Tech Police Department has partnered with VT Rec Sports and hosted a 1.52-mile run to commemorate Officer Derek Kraus, who was killed on duty almost 3 years ago. The runners showed up early Sunday morning to register for the Remembrance Run in honor of Kraus. Students, local citizens, and family members showed up to take part in the event. The proceeds of the race will go to the Virginia Law Enforcement Assistance Program and the Rec Sports Student Scholarship Fund. Virginia Tech Police Sergeant Katie Bennick wanted to find a way to honor Kraus and work to put the race together. She talked about the goal and inspiration to help make the event happen.
The goal was just to keep his memory alive and make sure that everybody still remembers the sacrifice that he made, and to honor him, to honor all the other officers that come out every day and his family.
Runners began the race on Washington Street, continued onto West Campus Drive, down to the Duck Pond, and finished by the McComas parking lot. The 1.52-mile run honors Kraus's badge number 152. As the 2014 football season continues for Virginia Tech, so does the construction of their new $23.1 million indoor practice facility. Adam Smith has more in this story.
85 feet in height, 210 feet in width, and 400 feet in length are the exact measurements of Virginia Tech's new indoor practice facility. As opposed to the already established Rector Fieldhouse, which is also being renovated, this indoor facility will provide the football team with a rooftop tall enough to punt in, along with padded walls and a full scoreboard for scrimmages. Former Detroit Lions running back and current special assistant to Virginia Tech's athletic director, Kevin Jones, speaks more on the new indoor practice facility.
So I think the new indoor facility is a catalyst for all of our players prospering here at Virginia Tech from different sports. Football is the main team that will be using it, but we'll have baseball coming in there to do some things. I think even soccer and some of the other places that need indoor facilities.
Along with providing the outdoor sports teams with somewhere warm to practice during the Blacksburg winters, the facility will also serve as a visual sanctuary for the campus. Appearing relatively fresh, this project idea has actually been in the works for many years. Senior Associate of Facilities and Operations Tom Gabbert comments on the early stages of the project.
This was one of the first projects that was ever on the boards when we first came here in 1998. And over the period of years, we knew we needed another field house for the purposes of all our sports taking advantage of having some space year-round.
The project is set to be finished by August of next year in time for the 2015 football season.
After finishing 4th in the national rankings last season, the Virginia Tech women's soccer team is set to have another strong season. Virginia Tech is known for earning national recognition for their football program, but this year a new team is shaking up the national rankings. The women's soccer team is off to a tremendous start, currently sitting as the second best women's college team in the country. The Hokies have faced some worthy opponents so far this season, including Georgetown and Clemson, who are both ranked in the top 25. Thursday night's matchup against number 20 Notre Dame proved to be a tough contest for Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech had the home field advantage for the team's previous two contests in 2013, both resulting in victories for the team. This time did not go the Hokies' way, though. Notre Dame controlled the ball early and eventually took a 1-0 lead in the 62nd minute. The Fighting Irish added another goal in the 70th minute to make it 2-0. The Hokies could not recover and were handed their first loss of the season. Moving forward the rest of the season, head coach Charles Adair says the team needs to focus on their strengths.
Things that make us a very good team is our hard work, our grit, our determination, our passion. We didn't have that tonight, so we don't win games if we don't have that passion. We'll have to be ready for Sunday night.
Despite their loss to Notre Dame, Virginia Tech can still finish the season strong with a strong record. The Hokies' next match at Thompson Field is against ACC rival Duke for their Orange Effect game. All women's soccer games are free to the students and the public.
The return of fall means only one thing for a local business in Christiansburg, the end to yet another season. The Starlight Drive-In Movie Theater had its last showing of the year this past weekend. It ended with The November Man, an action thriller that was released in late August. The Starlight, which has been open since 1953, continues to bring its customers back year after year. Brittany Grant has more on the story.
The Starlight is a hidden gem in the New River Valley. It's located right off of Roanoke Street in Kirchensburg, just minutes away from Blacksburg and Virginia Tech. The Starlight was originally opened in the early 50s by a local couple who wanted to bring a drive-in theater to the area. Owner Peggy Beasley tells how everything got started.
Mama and Daddy. Daddy was from Stewart County, and he come up here and met Mama. And he run an indoor theater first, and he wanted to retire. And so he did, and went fishing. And he got tired of fishing, I guess, and he looked for some land. The drive-in was built. It wasn't even in Kirchensburg. It was outside of Kirchensburg.
Since the Starlight has been around since the 50s, it's no surprise that some renovations have needed to be done over the years.
Most recently, the screen has been repaired. The high-definition projector has been put in the projection booth to show the high-def movies. The sound system, we're still working on that, but we do have radio sound now, and that's a plus.
Along with good movies and low prices, the food is another thing that keeps customers coming back.
The chili recipe, Mama and Daddy perfected it. They tried many different recipes, and they finally got it to where that's what they liked, and so it's been that way for 60 years.
Though the Starlight is turning the projector off for the season, customers can expect it to be back open next April. This has been Brittany Grant reporting for the Newsfeed.
Though the Starlight is closed for the season, owner Peggy Beasley plans on getting more involved with the community and wants to hold several events to keep people coming even when there are no movies showing. Starting this year, the Starlight will host a flea market beginning October 4th that will continue every Saturday and Sunday through the month of October. For more information on the flea market as well as other upcoming events, visit starlightdrivein.info.
Just ahead on the newsfeed, find out what makes Blacksburg one of the happiest places in the country.
That story and more after this break.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the newsfeed. The Starbucks located off University City Boulevard in Blacksburg has just reopened after closing its doors for renovations. Renovations began in late July and went till September 24th. The main changes that can be seen in this location are the addition of a drive-thru and a front patio. Every time a Starbucks location renews its lease, they have to decide whether or not there is a need to remodel, said store manager Robert Lindsay. This location is frequented by many Virginia Tech students and Blacksburg residents. Parking is much easier at this location than the one at Kent Square downtown. It also has much more space for doing homework or holding small meetings. Lindsay said that because of the amount of customers the Starbucks serves, there needed to be changes in how the space is used.
One of the most important things to every successful place, obviously, is if you can have a drive-thru, is to have the drive-thru. It's the first drive-thru in this area, so we're leading the way with it, and they're hoping that it's going to be successful to lead the way for more drive-thrus in the area.
The Starbucks held a friends and family reopening party on Thursday. They resume regular business hours on Friday.
A local celebrity is paving his way in the DJing world. DJ Tempo started molding his talents early in life, but has made a name for himself at Virginia Tech. Reporter Samantha Eastman has more on this story.
James Morrison, a recent Virginia Tech grad, has been DJing since the age of 12. What started as mostly birthday parties and smaller get-togethers has turned into something much larger. DJ Tempo has become a campus celebrity at Virginia Tech. He does events ranging from Relay for Life to opening for big names like 2 Chainz and Juicy J. While Tempo's focus in college was studying, he has since found another opportunity from the university.
I never thought of trying to pursue any type of, DJing or producing after college, ever. And it was kind of through college and through tech that I really decided that I don't want a desk job right now. I want to push this as far as I can.
Many students around campus are familiar with his work and can see the impact he makes on not only the crowd, but the entire campus.
I think he's done a great job so far about, networking himself, and I think a lot of organizations want him to play at their events, and he's just like really making a name for himself.
Tempo has played many venues on campus and has really kicked off his career at Tech. Through this time, he's discovered new forms of DJing and really started to establish his signature sound.
I came to this glorious place, and it kind of took a different turn. I started to get into dance music, electronic dance music, and at the time my friends it wasn't really mainstream my freshman year or so, but I really liked it, and I thought, hey, I want to make a name for myself in a school of this size.
Although DJ Tempo has graduated, he can still be found around Tech's campus, either playing for local gigs or at the Hokie Village before game days.
To hear more of DJ Tempo, visit soundcloud.com/tempo.
The Virginia-Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine in Blacksburg hosted its biannual community dog wash last Saturday. The event was sponsored by the 2018 Department of Veterinary Medicine and the student chapter of the American Veterinary Association. Dogs of all shapes and sizes were washed at the clinic in order to raise money for the Animal Hope Alliance of Montgomery County, as well as purchase new equipment for the college. This also gave first-year students of the vet college, hands-on experience in caring for canines. Annette Calhoun, who brought in her husky, Alex, feels that the community dog wash definitely serves as a great service for dog owners in the New River Valley area.
Oh, it was marvelous. Alex had a good time, I had a good time, everyone else seemed to have a good time too. This is a place for dogs to come, people to come, get their dog ears cleaned and their nails trimmed, and a bath from some terrific students.
Over 100 dogs came in that day, making the community dog wash a great success. The next dog wash is scheduled to be held next April.
Virginia Tech has been ranked as having the best campus food and being the fittest college, among other things over the years. But one ranking that many people may not know about is the one that Virginia Tech for the town is located in. Movoto, a real estate company, has ranked Blacksburg as the 4th happiest small place in America, only looking at towns with populations between 40,000 and 61,000 people. Movoto took into consideration percentages of married residents, residents with bachelor's degrees, yearly income, and town walkability, among other factors, and came up with the top 10 happiest places in the nation. It's not hard to see why the town of Blacksburg fits that criteria. Blacksburg resident Hillary Whiting tells how she thinks we gained this honor.
There's a lot of outdoor spaces. Tech's campus is noted as one of the healthiest places, and when you're healthy, you're generally happy. We're very active, and we have a lot of trails. There's biking opportunities, there's off-roading opportunities, hiking, and tons of good food. I don't know how you can be upset when you have good food.
Movoto's numerical evaluation, Blacksburg has a lot to offer its residents. The towns that ranked ahead of Blacksburg consisted of the municipality of State College, Pennsylvania, placing first, East Lansing, Michigan, and Corvallis, Oregon, in third. That will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed.
If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com.
Thanks for watching. I'm Megan Amron.
And I'm Cameron Austin.